Hi guys, welcome to the channel. Now in this video, we're going to talking about how to defeat the Elementalist. Talking about because it's not certain, it's not 100% certain the strategy I'm about to lay on you. I have not completely practiced it because I don't have a good enough device for it. I can't do this on phone. You need to be very fast with this strategy. This class is quite crazy. So before we go too in depth into it, thank you guys so much for watching the videos, subscribing, and your support lately. I appreciate you all. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new here, and let's jump right into it. Now, the first thing you want to know is there are three classes that I think three. Yeah, I think three. Yeah, three classes that I think should be able to defeat the Elementalist if they play everything properly. Sorry about this entire screen being filled like this. It's been a while since I played. Okay, so the first class is the Reaper, which is what I'm using. As a Reaper, you can defeat the Elementalist by doing what you've always done. Either you go very hard and fast in the beginning, spam your stuffs. But if you want to face the Elementalist, make sure you always have a clone ready. And by clone, I mean this your middle skill here. Clone, teleport away. Sorry, I'm lagging a little. And then attack the Elementalist once, so they will think that's you. Then switch with your clone, and then keep on attacking. That's the basics. Then immediately, let's say 3 seconds you've attacked them, you want to change back and undo all the damage you've received. It's very important. Make sure you do not fight the Elementalist without this your undo being 3 seconds to ready or being ready. Always have it in case because they can immediately remove your health. And that's one thing you want to take note of, your health. Make sure your health is like, just always take note of your HP. Keep an eye there because this class can literally one shot kill you. So you need to you need to make sure your shield, your immunity shield, 6 seconds immunity shield, which you get from your set, this 4-piece red, doesn't proc immediately, because that will be your final defense against the Elementalist. So basically spam as fast as you can, or play the waiting game with them, whittle them down bit by bit and stuff. That's the best way. Do not go too close to them so they don't use their ice skill to remove all your health or make you immobile. That's gonna be quite bad. Anyway, that's the first skill for them. Then for field against the Elementalist, you can go the usual, either use 7 Sane or use Wrath. Let me open the 7 Saints page. Alright, so you either use 7 Saints or you use Wrath. Did I say something? You either use Filth or you use Wrath or you use Pride. So those are the usual stuffs you want to use against the Elementalist. I would have said Gluttony. No, not Gluttony. I think it Envy. I would have said Envy because it reduces their attack and stuff. But it doesn't really matter much because this only works perfectly if you are facing someone who has a higher rating than you, and Elementalists can defeat somebody who is 1 million rating stronger than them. So you are not just worried about someone who is higher rating than you, but also the weaker players. They can also kill you. So that won't work here. Just use the usual. For Dragon Blood, it's the usual as well. Just check out all my guide videos. It explains everything. Now let's move on from the Reaper. The second class that I believe can defeat the Elementalist. This is a little easier than the Reaper. Depends on your skill, I guess, with using the class. Is the Assassin. I think you already saw this coming. You have your Crystal Coffin, and you have your invisibility from switching to the Shadow state, and finally you have your big damage skills, or like from the Shadow Strike and Crystal Sonata or Dark Rhapsody, whatever you want to call it. Those 3 stuffs, or 4 stuffs rather, are very important for you. So you want to be patient, especially patient with the Assassin. Use your Crystal Coffin at the right time. Make sure either your Crystal Coffin, your Void, that's the EX that goes on the ground and gives you immunity, or this skill that makes you invisible and goes into your shadow state. One of them should always be on cooldown or almost being on cooldown before you face the Elementalist, so it can help you survive a lot more. And be careful when you go close to them to spam this. Only do this when you feel your Void or your EX skill is ready. So it's very important, because if you use this, you are close to them, and if you face an ice elementalist, or the elemental uses the ice build that spams or fills the floor with ice, it's going to kill you properly. You're probably going to die. So be careful with this. I believe the assassin had a lot more rain than the Reaper is, because at higher levels you unlock the deep talent that gives you heal with Void, that's your EX, and Crystal Coffin heals you, Void, that is your EX, heals you, and you have big damages, you can go invisible. So the assassin can literally make the game long, and they can whittle the Elementalist down. Even though their health becomes lower than the Elementalist, they can whittle the Elementalist down. But the problem Assassin will have is it might be a little more difficult for the Assassin to defeat a higher rating Elementalist than the Reaper. That's just my prognosis, I believe, in this issue. That's the second class. The third class, funny enough, is not what you are thinking. Because the third class that I believe can defeat the Elementalist, I'm not going to mention Shadow Fencer. This is as broken as the Elementalist. Yes, it can defeat the Elementalist, but this isn't the third class. The third class is the Blademaster. What? Bet you didn't see that coming, huh? Alright, so two reasons why I believe this class can defeat the Elementalist. The first one is, yeah, this is it, Void. This is the skill that would help you a lot. First skill that will help you a lot, because you take less damage, and as we all know, the Blade Master rather has been buffed so much right now, with defense and a little more offense. It's the favorite, I guess, of the developers in this game, because they just try to make sure it never dies. So that's one thing. Then the Elementalists can still pretty much kill you as a Blade Master. So the second thing that will help you, apart or aside from Void, is the Mist Posture Moon Shatra. I think I should switch to the Blade Master class just to show this, because this is a little more difficult than using the other classes, that's the Assassin and the Reaper. So Blade Masters will have it a little tougher. Funny enough, I can't believe I'm hearing myself say that Blade Masters would have something a little tougher than the Reapers and the Assassin. That's ridiculous.
Okay.
So anyway, once we load, I'll show it to you guys. Here we are again, and let's begin. This is the skill I was talking about. First is Void. Gives you your whirlwind around you. Pardon my lag again. And this helps you deflect damage and everything, which is pretty great. If you have Crystal Bell Draconic, which is the Whale Draconic, it's going to help you a lot if that shield procs. Now, Void aside, at the high levels, we Blade Masters can have Void continuously, say it right here, and I just used another Void. So the next is this one, the third skill here. So this is super great. So it gives you super armor, makes you immune to controls, and if you do take damage or get hit while in this state, you can quickly use the counter to hit the opponent back for big damage. So it's not that great against the Elementalists as it is against the Shadow Fencers. That works great, so like superbly well against the Shadow Fencers, Void, and the other combo, that's the Mist Posture. These two work superbly well against Shadow Fencers, but against the Elementalists, it is a little difficult. But if you can pull it off, that will be your main combo. So you'll use that Elementalist, mages in the end, so they will still take quite a lot of damage to you. Use this, and then once they hit you, you teleport straight to them, and you want to use your combo as fast as you can, which is the roundhouse, and then this one to hit them as well. Switch back again, stun them with flash, and throw them upwards, throw them overhead with flash, and just do your two Sakura Blossom if you can. If you can't, just quickly, run away again. Make sure you always have your Void on, and then you have to do rinse and repeat. That's all. Rinse and repeat everything again. That's what you have to do as a Blade Master. So just hope that the Elementalist you face is kind of, I guess, a newbie or a noob, so that we'll be able to fall for all these your tricks. Just those two skills, funny enough, is what Blade Master needs. Then of course you definitely need Dust Buster, and of course you will need your Oberon or whatever EX you are using to survive. And as well for Blade Master, Wrath, I don't think it's the best for you, but if you are stronger than the Elementalist, you can use that just to kill them in one big hit. That's what I think you can do. Then Seven Sins Filth is still great. And finally, you have Pride as well for the Seven Sins, which is still awesome. Now for the Dragon Blood, of course, you can use as a Blade Master. I don't know if it's that great, but you can of course use a lot of the Sky and Wind in case you do get stunned, so you will still be able to remove any controls from yourself and perform your Mist Posture skill. Let me use it. Yeah, this one. So you still be able to use this. Even if you do get stunned, you can quickly remove the stun and still counter. So that is going to be very helpful for you. You will want to switch from that to other Dragon Blood when facing other classes. And that's it. I'm not giving Shadow Fencers any freaking advice. You guys are overpowered. Okay. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this has helped you a little more. I hope to be able to demonstrate this in video when I do have the device for it. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, or requests, please drop them down there in the comment section. I read all of them. I'll respond to you if needed. I'll make a video if necessary. This has been a little tip or a little just nudge in the right direction for how to defeat the Elementalist. I'm sure some of you already know this, but yeah, this should help you nonetheless. Thank you so much for watching again, and take it easy, guys.